You got to say ready, set, go. The WooF Ditty show. No, we're just a little chat box here. Coming to you live, coming at you live from the WooF Driver. WooF Driver, alldognetwork.com. Alldognetwork.com. Good evening on a Thursday night. It's like 21 minutes to 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And I was just thinking of some different things that we can do together as this night after night goes on about the love of dogs and music. Now, Mimi, hello, good evening. Thanks for joining. You're such a loyal looker. I like loyal lookers. So, on behalf of the WooF Driver, of course, there we go with our Huskies. And we're jumping, jamming in here this evening. We're gonna do. We've been doing some different things, trying to think of different things, kind of like extemporaneously, which means kind of on the spot, thinking about like, okay, what can we do that's different enough, but still congruent with the whole production of what this is all about, which is, of course, dogs and the love of dogs and music. It's that simple. I can't think of two more universal things that you love. Charles Bell, good evening. Well, you want to talk to me? 6 Huskies. 6 Huskies. Wow. You've beaten the WooF Driver. I don't know if you've seen this show before. Hello, how are you this evening? I'm great. Thanks for all coming on. Our numbers are down. Like there's a poll. I don't know. Facebook manipulates numbers too. In case, what's the guy's name is watching? Zuckerberg. Wow. Yeah, 6 of them babies. So the WooF Driver has 4. You got him beat. You got a 6-pack. He's got a 4-pack. He calls them the WooF Pack. WooF Pack. Oh. So this little theme here, we're jumping, jamming in here. Then we're going to slow it down and play some quiet stuff to kind of just get acclimated to the time together here. Hey, from Mississippi, Tammy Allen, how are you? I'm great. Thanks for asking. Okay, somebody translate for Betty Ruiz, please. I'm not good at this. I studied, some of the Spanish, but it never something I used enough to get my vocabulary up. To mis los animals. Yeah. Somebody can translate that who speaks or reads Spanish out there, I think, hopefully. Or Betty, maybe you can put it in English for us. But thanks for joining us. Let me get some music on here. Then we're going to do a couple different things tonight. We're going to talk about a couple things. Now, we're having rain coming this way out here on the West Coast in California, finally. It was rain the other day, but I'm good. Kim, good evening. How are you? Good. Everything's good. Yeah, we got this big storm coming in for 3 days. They're talking about. I like your shirt. Where can I get one? I'm going to post that right now where you can get one. I'm glad you asked. Just get the XL. Unless you're real small, get a medium. Hello, Diana. Let me post this. Let me get online here. Oh boy. Let me see. There we go. Get this together. Is Debbie with us tonight? I'm fine, thank you. I'm glad everybody's well and their puppies are well. Okay, this is where you get the shirt. You can go to WooF. Let me give you wooftrackstore.mybigcommerce. mybigcommerce.com. You can go here, or you can go to dogbestfriendsforever.org. I think either place you can do it. And what we have in stock right now is this extra large, which isn't extra large. I mean, that's not huge. I'm not that big. But Thai. I'm not sure what that means. Thai. And so they have a medium. Medium's good if you're a little smaller, but larges are on order. I don't think there's going to be that much difference, you know, between XL and this is not like one of those huge ones. So it may work for anybody. And if it's a little loose, it feels good. This is just, you know, it's not too loose, but it's good. And of course, it's front and back. You get the paw at the bottom here. You know, and if I model it backwards, you can see the back is the same as the front. It's called sublimation. When they take a logo, sublimation, and make a whole nice cloth shirt out of it, means thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I am not real smart when it comes to the, by the way, best friends forever thing. Thank you. I gotta remember that. I never used that one. It's a good one. The TY, thank you. Now we know. So I told you I wasn't real smart. You know, I'm not fooling anybody here. That's what's the fun part. Keep it funny, and you know, you know, it's like, I guess I could be a comedian because I wanted to be a doctor. That's funny enough. Can you imagine me operating on you? Okay, now, so we'll listen to some nice, easy music. The WooF Driver's been out on some adventures, and if you all, see, I don't know who's exactly brand new here, so there's no reason that I can't every evening just put some website posts out, so because you can go back and look at them and write them down and have all our websites where all this stuff is. Here's more shirts, all kinds of logos and different things with emblems. We cage our dogs at night, and I might have been trouble getting my female husky to go in her cage. If I had to pick her up, put her in mine, she's about 70. That's heavy because Buster's 72. Man, I can't pick him up very easily, that's for sure. He's awkward. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen. Where was I? I was going to type wolforia.com. Okay, and then for all this music and videos and stuff that the WooF Driver has produced with us over the last years about the dogs and love of music and parodies. You can find all this stuff, and this meditative music, you can find it on wolftunes.com. So we were talking about, it was fun. I'm going to play the ditty because if you weren't on the other night, what we did about the top 8 dogs for seniors, which could be some of you guys, your parents, or if you're young kids, your grandparents, whatever, that are seniors now, baby boomers. You know, they're born between the year 1945 and 1965, so to speak. And they looked at the top 8 small dog breeds, really, you know, smaller dogs, because of quarters and stuff. There will be the top 8 most popular good dogs, nature, temperament, you know, not prone to a whole lot of possible disease and stuff. And we talked about those 8. Now, we also had a ditty that we wrote about the 8. And the 8 senior best dogs. And what we're going to do, we're going to play that. And I'm going to tell you what they are, and then we're going to play that ditty real quick just to catch up on that again. Then tonight, we're going to go look at, in that regard, last night we looked at the 33 top rated, polled, healthiest pooches, breeds. We did that. That's on last night's get together. Now, tonight, we want to look at, we're going to look at the top 10 easiest to train dogs. Easiest to train. We'll talk about them and what they are. And that's what we're going to do. Do this for a little while and have some fun. When it comes to training, interesting, you know, I guess we all learn because we have to hopefully You know, you just don't drop your dog off at the trainer. Train him. No, you have to be there because you have to go home and drill practice, rehearse a heck of a lot many more hours than you were at the training session to get your coaching, right? You're coming in tonight, Brenda. Yay! Everything's working. It's working. So I remember taking Buster in. He was like 10 weeks old, almost 12 weeks old. Buster Big Paws, my guy. And the reason I talk about him a little bit, because people, number one, people ask what kind of dog you have. Number two, they want to know what it looks like. And I've had him in here several times. Where'd he go? There he is. Buster Big Paws. Looks you right in the eye all the time. Now, here's the deal. He goes in, and they don't really know the breed yet, because the breed is something we've done the DNA thing. You know, I've got that printout right here. We've talked about how you do that. Go to thewisdompanel.com. Okay. You'll never guess what I got sitting here, and I don't eat these if I can't. But guess what? You know what? They're coming at you here. A few more nights. Peanut butter, Snickers, get out. Okay, so the Wisdom Panel Insight, which is this thing, you know, the DNA testing. Good evening, Roy. Hello. Olivia from Atlanta. He's beautiful. Thank you, Mimi. Anyway, the trainer didn't know. You know, they just look at the dog and they're going to train him. They don't, oh, what is he? Well, he's, you know, yeah, you can say that again, yum. He says, what is he? I go, I don't know. He looks like, you know, the vet thinks he's this, he's a boxer, Doberman, he's got this in him, that in him. So I did the testing. Ends up, he's half German Shepherd, 50% back to his great-grandparents, grandparents, and parents. Exactly half 50-50 with a little bit of mixed little odd percentages, small percentages of a Blue Terrier, American Bulldog, Belgian Malinois, Neapolitan Mastiff, and a Stratfordshire Bull Terrier at 4%. Blue Terrier at 13.5% was the highest percentage, and 7.5%, 6.5%. So primarily German Shepherd and Cane Corso. Cane Corso is an Italian Mastiff. It's a big, heavy-duty, strong, like bulldog, boxer bulldog kind of dog, Mastiff. So he's a combo of that. So I look at that German Shepherd part, which we know, you're so familiar with the German Shepherd. A lot of people never heard of a Cane Corso, nor had I. So anyway, watch the training, and the training's the training, you know, and you have to keep doing it, and it works. If you quit doing it, what happens in our case, if you go back to doing it, if you haven't done it in a long time, you know, now that he's grown up, he's 5 years old, what I found is, and I don't know if it's across the board, but he's a little stubborn when he just doesn't want to obey the command. You know, he just sits there, looks at you, looks the other way, doesn't pay any attention. Buster's perfect. Well, he's perfect. I wish he was perfect. But he's a good boy, so I don't yell at him when he doesn't obey the commands. Normally, I try to observe why isn't he obeying the command. The basic command was listen, which means you get their eye contact. If you don't get their eye contact with this, you know, even if you're going to listen, sit, listen, come here, listen, lay down, listen, wait, gentle, whatever I do, that we have a communication. Why he, you know, he really is a little stubborn. He's got his mind on something else. He sees a bee, or he sees a fly, or he sees a crow, or he hears a noise. Perfect mix. Yeah, we feel that way. And he's just sweet as can be, very smart and very strong, incredibly strong. And that's why I use this bike Springer. If you're not familiar with the bike Springer, we've looked at that video, how that works. We also have those available on our WooF Tracks store. WooFTracksStore.mybigcommerce.com. My dachshund will look like you've lost your mind if he does not want to do it. Right. That's the look. Like, you dummy, I'm not going to move. I'm going to move my eyes. So that's the case. But 8 times out of 10, that's, you know, I don't try to command him when I see that that's a possibility, because it just confuses the issue and makes it him unresponsive in most cases. But normally, If he gets real excited, jumpy, same thing. It's like kids and husbands, you got to stay on them. It's my wife does it, and I guess it works. Kids, I don't know. You know, it's hard. I love this advice from Olivia. Okay, everything's good. It's all truths. And most everybody on the show here, or he looks like my mom, like, Grandma, do I have to? What do I have to do? Grandma, do I have to? Oh, do I have to? Really? That's so cool that you can feel that in their look and their face and their vibe. All these things we're discussing. That's what's neat about this chat room. You know, when you're the coolest thing in life to me is when you have, communication with people, whether you're, know them or not, so to speak, whether you're friends or not, you know them or not, never seen them before in your life, and all of a sudden, you meet somebody at a get together or whatever, and all of a sudden you have, something in common, and commonality rules relationships to a certain degree. And then you have to have your own deal too, of course. The opposites, usually work out better in most ways, so to speak. So, and when you're talking about animals and dogs and cats and things, and whatever, spiders and snakes, it just it's like it's an innocent conversation about love of these creatures that it means so much to everybody. And so I just love it. I think it's phenomenal. And you can go on for hours. My Amy try to act like she doesn't speak English sometimes. I can understand that. Dogs communicate more than people know. Yeah, I'm convinced myself, and then when you guys, verify these things that you had the same and know these things as well, it just makes it that much more fun to get that going around your aura. When you're around your dog, you just know you're in a sync with him. Today I decided, okay, I usually don't take him, and I'll tell you why I don't take him. He loves to go in the car. I don't care where, anywhere. Doesn't matter. He doesn't know where we're going unless I tell him. And he usually gets the idea because you can take your dog to Home Depot. Everybody knows Home Depot. And Lowe's doesn't do it. Home Depot does it. Blah, blah, blah. So every time I have to go over there or decide to go over there and get something I need, I want to make sure I take him because he loves to go there, and he loves to go to Home Depot. I put his leash around the right side, same side I ride him on the Springer, so he walks on the right side and trip me. And I put the leash through the edge of the cart, so it's secure, tied a little knot. And he's, I give him about this much where people can pet him, and he doesn't go off and jump on somebody. And today we went over there. We needed 3 little minor things, but we needed them nonetheless, and that's where I get them. And so he comes along. The minute I said, he's laying on the bed asleep, so much asleep, because we goes for an early ride. We went at like 7:30. We took our mile and a half, and then he comes back. He eats his breakfast. He lays down. He goes back to sleep with his eyes open. Sometimes he'll shut his eyes, lay on the bed, bottom of the bed, and do that. So I said, yeah, it's time to go. It's about an hour later. I said, hey, Buster, you want to go to Home Depot? He jumps up like he was never asleep, ever. Runs over to where his leash and his harness is. I keep him in the front, so I can get out the door. Goes over and starts sniffing it like he knows I'm going to get it and put it on him, and we're going to get in the car and go. It's exactly what we did. Crack the windows. Now, the only reason I don't take him sometimes is if he sees another dog, he goes apeshit. Excuse my French. He starts clawing the windows and can tear up the car, and it's like, I don't like it. He's for no reason. Somebody's walking the dog. He could see him forever. So I try to distract. If I see somebody's got a dog, I take a turn around. Anyway, other than that, he's cool. He loves it. So we did that, and what was unbelievable is the checkout lady, number one, 3 or 4 other people, customers, just immediately attracted to him to look at him and pet him, and he's over there, kissing him and all that. And it's funny because there's the older women walk in the store. She's got treats with her. She doesn't have a dog. She's got treats in her little pouch. Because she goes shopping by herself, because she figures in Home Depot, there's pets, there's dogs walking around. She loves dogs. She didn't have hers. Maybe she didn't have one, or maybe something, or, you don't know. But she's got these treats, and they're from Trader Joe's, and they're organic. Look like little pretzel thingies. And so she walks in the door, we're checking out. And before that, one of the guys walking the garden comes by and says, well, I guess he's got you going shopping, huh? It's cute as can be. Just so much attention to Buster. And like, he loves it. It just made his morning. It wasn't that long. We were in there, what, 15, 20 minutes? But it made his day. Everybody's petting him. Another lady had a treat, gave him a treat. Then this lady walks in, and he asked me, can he have a treat? I said, well, yeah, he doesn't usually get treats because I don't give him treats, and sometimes he likes them, sometimes he doesn't. Go ahead. And she makes sure she tells me it's organic from Trader Joe's. Don't worry. I cracked up. So he actually ate it after he dropped it and sniffed it and made sure it was good. Then the checkout lady who was there across from my checkout gave him a treat and just absolutely loved him, and he jumped up and kissed her. She just loved it because that made my day. Bring him back. Please bring him back. I'm at this store. Don't go in any other store because there's another one across town I could go to. It's half the distance, just about the same distance. But I always go to this one. The parking's easy. So it's just one of those things that makes your morning. Your attention, your attention is on your pooch and the love and the other people's just admiration and love, and it must, how it makes you feel. And then there was a little lady, had a little, not quite a poodle, what are they? They're a little Maltese kind of, Maltese. Like I said, a senior lady had her little Maltese picked up like this and then put it down on the leash when they went to the car. They were in there, and there was a pit bull in there, very young, good looking, and we met crossing in the corner of the store. He came out, and the dogs were, before you could even know they were going to be right in each other's face. There they were, and they were cool. Buster was cool, but then after, about 10 seconds of them doing a little nose sniff, which was cool, we were both holding our leashes, but Buster gave out a little bark and scared him. He wasn't going to hurt him. It was just, I don't know what that was exactly. Maybe somebody can tell me how that is. They're claiming the territory at the same time. Maybe I want to play. This isn't a mean bark, but one of those snap, jump barks scared him back, and then we separated. That's kind of a strange thing. I mean, they could have squabbled instantly and have been nasty for no reason, just because of the vibe. But the vibe was good and calm, and when they met each other, neither one of us pulled back right away because they didn't snap right away. So, Olivia says she has a special service dog. Oh, I forgot. Don't go anywhere. Oh, man, we haven't looked at this in so long. My goodness. All of you that are new, please. Oh, man. I am sorry. You got to go to WooF's Gang on Facebook and join up. It's a group site where you can post your pictures and your dogs and your family. There it is. Let me see. I'm gonna take a look at it real quick. Man, we got so many things to do here. WooF's Gang on Facebook. So you gotta go to Facebook first. So hope everybody's doing fine. We got a storm coming in here, California, which we so desperately need. Wow. Okay, are we there? Just take my house as a nursing home, and the resident love it. They were always amazing to sit there and laugh and real still. Well, yeah, a great service dog. I mean, Buster's just a little too much, a little too hyper to be a service dog, unfortunately. Yeah, WooF's Gang is up and running. All you got to do is, the green thing says join the group, post a comment. I guess you can upload pictures. Yeah, we're getting a lot of folks here. Let's see, what do we have? It doesn't say by itself how many on the group, but there's quite a few. They just keep coming. So you can post multiple pictures, it looks like, all kinds of stuff. So we all get to know each other and learn about each other as well, and share any, any information that would help us all. I don't know if you guys use, when you walk your dog, and I have asphalt out here, and the curb is just cement, so unless I run him on the Springer right in the curb, he's on cement, but if not, he's on asphalt, so I have to make sure it's not too hot, the sun doesn't get the pavement too hot for his paws. And I found this stuff called Paw Magic. Paw Magic for the paws. Health. Stuff's great. Rub it on. It's like a little salve stuff. It smells all right, and keeps them supple. You can see it. It's like polishing your shoes. Paw Magic for the paws health. Then they got this other stuff called Mushers, which I have not purchased yet, but they were out of it. Yeah. If you keep it when keep them soft and supple, don't let them get cracked and dry. I didn't even think about that, frankly. That shows you how not smart I am. I mean, I don't know. I was reading something, it was one of these things we were doing one night about, taking your dog out, walking them on the hot pavement in the hot weather. Be careful, if you can't put your hand on it and it not burn you, then you better not let their paws go on it. I thought, geez, let me see if there's some kind of stuff on top of it. Not that I would even go on the hot pavement. Yeah. Wide open, noisy, but still sitting around. He was trained from 4 weeks. See, yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, 4 weeks. See, what happened to my music? My music went away. So going back to the. I'm going to do we talked about those 8 breeds that were the best for seniors, baby boomers, so to speak, people that were born or older, anywhere from 1935 to 1965. Well, we're back. We might have frozen up. Facebook's showing there's a weak signal out there. Okay? When it says your connection is weak, that doesn't mean your connection to your cable company is weak. It means the connection coming in through the Wi-Fi through Facebook is weak, which is nothing you can do about it. It's what they're sending out. So that means if you're going to do some live streaming, like we're doing, be prepared to be cut off and frozen up all of a sudden, which just happened. So I hope you all are back. If you weren't totally cut off, I don't know what happened. It spins around and it says you're trying to reconnect. So, but real quick, we'll talk about the Grandpa group here. Grandpa, not Grandpa, but Grandpa, paw. And the some of the easiest dogs to train, okay? Temperament-wise, Labrador Retriever's number 1, easy to train. Cheerful, gentle, friendly, intelligent. Number 2, the German Shepherd, which is half a buster. Courageous, intelligent, loyal, and watchful. Golden Retriever, number 3, intelligent, kind, friendly, and confident. Yorkshire Terrier, coming in there at number 7. Independent, intelligent, courageous, confident. The Poodle, a standard Poodle, number 8, intelligent, faithful, trainable, and instinctual. That's the top 8. Then we go to the next group, Rottweiler 9, Boxer 10, German short-haired Pointer number 11, Doberman, Schnauzer, Miniature, Australian Shepherd, Cavalier, King Charles, Spaniel, Shetland Sheepdog, French Brittany, English Springer Spaniel, American Cocker Spaniels, number 30, And then you go on and on. The Cane Corso is number 35. So Buster is a 35 and a number 2 mixed as far as the top trainable ones. And I don't know that this really means that they're just the easily trainable ones. And they I mean, you can go all the way down to 100 and let's see. I think they probably do the top. No, there's just goes on and on and on. They rank them. So if we go down to rank number 137 is a Manchester Terrier. So how in the world they can rate every breed and rank them all the way through? Actually, they go to about, how many breeds? 170, about 175 breeds are ranked. I mean, that's got to be a hard calculation to really determine how accurate that could possibly be. Think about it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. If you have one of those, you can go and look this up. I'm sure there's more than one place to check it out. I have specific sources here that I like to use that are better than others. Now, we played some music on the WooF Acts the other night. We're going to get back to that this week. It's already Friday. TGI's coming up tomorrow. It's hard to believe. And then it'll be Halloween before we know it. So check out WooF's Gang and all the sites I posted tonight. Okay? It's a public group, WooF's Gang. And I encourage you to get on there and help us build this whole group site. All the WooF drivers have been trying to do for so long now is to just build the love of dogs, and get a whole community of us together to be kind of just having fun on the internet here, and have our little club. There's a lot of dog sites, I'm sure, but this one is quite unique, and we have a lot of outlets. And if you go to the alldognetwork.com, what we do is we post all the activities that have been going on here with our live streaming. Okay. It's the WooF driver himself on tour with his adventures with his WooF pack. Charlie, you got 6 of them. He's got 4, and they do these incredible journeys at nighttime, mushing, daytime carts, winter water skiing, tubing, trips all the way on the beautiful countryside, the East Coast, all the way up to Washington, D.C. and further. Just amazing stuff. Riding his WooF pack on the back of his motorcycle. When you order the t-shirts, how long do you think it will take to come in? Just curious. Oh, the minute you order it, the WooF driver will ship them out. He's got them. He'll ship it out the next, same or next day. Oh yeah. You don't have to worry about getting it. How long it'll take to come in, it depends where you are living from and how he ships it. I'm sure it'll be no problem. I love this shirt. Around here, people wear all kinds of shirts and all kinds of, here in California, it's like crazy, I mean, every kid's got a, designer something or another. Soccer shirts, team shirts. So when you're walking in a store, you walk in the, the pharmacy or the grocery store with this, I mean, you'll get attention because it just stands out. It's a good-looking shirt. And they see a big old dog there. They go, yeah, he must love dogs. No candy for doggies. No candy. Now that candy is for me. I don't eat candy either because it's sugar. But you know, if I ate that one little one right there, I would still be seeing you tomorrow night. But I'm not going to do it. It's hard to resist. Whew. It's like, you know, trying to resist a Wendy's or something, you know, a big old order of fries, you know, double with extra cheese and all that stuff you see as commercials. Not for me anymore, you know. It's, I try to eat as healthy as I can, the same as I feed Buster. Make sure he gets what he needs and not overdo it. And as long as he's looks like he feels good, acts good,
WooF dreams,
can exercise as much as we do, and he's strong and he's loving and sleeps great, be okay. I was reading the other day somewhere, I didn't even know it, dogs average 10 hours a day sleep. 10. You know, I used to think when he was little, I'm going, he's just a puppy, you know, he's taking a nap all day. What? No, we got up and did a bunch of exercise this morning, and he's taking his little siesta, because he'll jump on a dime. If he hears something, done. You think you're taking a nap with him in your sleep, just go, you know how you start to go under and all of a sudden this loud bark just throws you off the top of the ceiling?
WooF dreams.
That's my Buster. But nonetheless, I love him. We love him. It's who he is. I wish he wouldn't do that, and it's kind of hard to train him not to do that. You can yell at him and say, no, stop, no, hold their mouth shut. It's not going to stop. It takes a long time for him to stop doing that. You know? So what else is new? So this, we're going to talk, tomorrow we'll probably do a breed tomorrow night. We haven't done a ditty and a breed, but I want to just go ahead and play this ditty. It's not that big of a deal. It's just really going through those 8 dogs that are senior, or, you know, recommended for seniors. You know, most seniors are not on the farm anymore with a big acres and acres for big dogs to run. They're not out hunting any big old hunting dogs. So they have these guys, these, let's see what Mimi's saying here. Volleyball tournament last weekend, they collected $10,000 to donate to group coach and to help vet. That is so cool. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's so good. Good night, Leslie says. Good night. Thanks for joining us. Anyway, this is about the senior dogs. 8 of them. Maltese, Chihuahua.
Our older citizens who love the dogs. Of course, there are many different breeds of dogs that would be so suitable for the senior citizens. And now it depends on a person's activity level. Don't you know their home size and other pets there may be together? Now if you're looking to be extremely active, you old codger, you may want to get a larger breed that is more resilient and will benefit from longer hikes, runs, or outdoor camping excursions for you. But if you live on a farm and the house doors are open, an outdoor dog does me a better option, because the small dogs are ideal for your smaller home and meant to be kept indoors and not alone, unless they're being walked on a leash, so they can be protected from the heat and predators of each. Don't you know it's for the senior citizens? Now, we got 8 top picks for you all.
8.
The Maltese and Chihuahua.
Thank you.
A Yorkshire Terrier and Pomeranian and a Shih Tzu. Don't forget our Shih Tzu. Number 6 is a Cavalier King, Charles Spaniel. We did a thing on him. And then there's your French Bulldog. If you want to go to and how do you like that?
A West
Doggies for older people.
Doggies for older people. The West Highland White Terrier. Well, I've never seen one of those. We looked at the pictures of those. So, anyway, hi, Paul. Thank you, Olivia. In memory of my brother Pooh and his friend Lee. Okay. I'm glad y'all are out there this evening. It's a Thursday night. Got a storm coming in here. We had some serious lightning and thunder. We never have that out here. A couple nights ago, scared the crap out of Buster. He didn't know what to do. And he ain't scared of much of anything except that. Hey, WooF Ditty. Hey, Paul. Thanks for coming in here. We're just about to wrap it up, actually. And tomorrow we'll probably have a breed night and some music, being Friday. There's so many things to talk about, and just join in with more information. Thinking maybe I posted a bunch of websites that most of you already know about. Want to know about the shirts? We're thinking about maybe going over stuff like we talked about the top breeds with the best health, or what the health deals were with the top. Have a great night, Deborah says. Thank you. And we talked about that. We talked about the easiest trainable dogs. And so we're going to jam out of here now and do tomorrow night breeds and stuff. And then we're going to talk about, there's so many subjects. We'll figure it out. I get a lot of questions during the day, too. I try to figure out. We have a new ditty tomorrow night. And we'll play some guitar tomorrow night if we can. With some new strings on the WooF axe. Needs a new tail. And we'll do that. And thanks for joining me tonight. The WooF Ditty, on behalf of the alldognetwork.com and the WooF drivers coming at you live. Y'all have a good night as well. And we'll see you then.